From the Smith Fitness Center at Fort Moore, Georgia, day 3 of this 2024 Armed Forces Basketball Championships rolls on, and now the services have swapped as Navy and the Marine Corps take center stage here in the night session. And we're going to start with the women's matchup between Navy and the Marines. Both squads 0-2 on the year. Dan Hawkins, Joel Hines. We're going to switch it over to the public address announcer for the starting lineup.
Number 10, Aronisha Jefferson, make some noise for. Number 1, Shelby Lindsay. Number 21, Kaylee Darcy. Number 12, Brianna Allen. Make some noise for the visiting team. Next up, our home team, the Navy women. Number 21, Angela Myers. Number 2, Kira Wood. Number 22, Ariel Thomas. Number 20, Ebony Nelm Shivers. And number 15, Erica Tallman. Let's also give it up for some of the best officiants across the world. We have Dominique, Tori, and Nene.
Starting lineups have been introduced on the floor. We'll go through them for you as well. Navy is the home team wearing white. Marines in black. The Marines starting lineup. Shelby Lindsay, a staff sergeant out of Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, gets the call. Aronisha Jefferson also in the starting lineup. Kaylee Darcy, who had 12 points yesterday, is in there. Brianna Allen, the captain out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, gets the call. And Veronica French in the starting lineup for Christopher Madden, the head coach for the Marines. Kira Wood, Erica Tallman, Ebony Nelm Shivers, Angela Myers, and Ariel Thomas are in the starting lineup for Coach Sarita Brumfield, third-year head coach of this all-Navy squad. And we are about ready for action as Allen and Tallman do battle in the center circle, and Navy controls the tip. Joel, a matchup of two squads, 0-2. Both teams really wanting this win today. And Kira Wood, delivers just like she did yesterday.
Absolutely. She's picking up right where she left off from last night. I expect her to have a substantial game today against the Marine Corps.
Lindsay follows up her own shot, but it's taken away by Myers.
That's one thing the Marine Corps cannot do. We cannot turn the ball over, especially unforced errors. We have to make sure we at least get a good shot and good possessions throughout the course of the game.
Navy delivers again, dialing up some long distance as Ebony Nelm Shivers with the 3.
And Kira Wood gets the assist on that play. She's going to be in the middle of a lot of plays. Navy plays to her and through her as the floor general.
Turnaround jumper at the elbow for Darcy. Rebound taken down by Tallman. And Navy working offensively in a hurry here today. Myers finds Tallman. Her shot is really more like a pass, but it's taken away, and Brianna Allen, coast to coast, puts it up and in, and the Marines find themselves on the scoreboard.
It's a good start for Allen. Gets it off the glass and leads the fast break for 2 points.
Navy lost to Army yesterday. 22 points and 4 triples from Kira Wood in that game as she launches another one there, and she hits.
Catch and shoot, off baseline action within the flow of the offense. I think she's eager to get going today after last night's game that she had.
Chris Madden and the Marines want a timeout. 9-2 Navy.
Bet it all on me, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me, yeah. Bet on me, I got that high hand, tell them stop playing, wait.
A 9-2 run for Navy to start things off. Dan Hawkins and Joel Hines, so glad you could join us from the Smith Fitness Center. Marines and the Navy, inter-service rivalry.
Absolutely, sister services, and it's important that the Marines get off to a good start today and not let this game get out of hand.
And a whistle, and that is going to be a foul. And I think it was Shelby Lindsay, and indeed it was the first team foul on the Marines here.
The Marines like to set a lot of ball screens, and it's imperative that the ball handlers let the screen be set before they come off so we don't pick up those illegal screens.
Pass down low, and Ariel Thomas going to get fouled. Thomas had 15 points in the game yesterday, and she's back at the free throw line.
And again, Kira Wood in the mix, finding Thomas, who was a ghost along the baseline, sending her to the free throw line.
Jefferson whistled for the foul as Thomas gets her first point of the game. Navy shot 53% from the free throw line. Yesterday they were 9 of 17. And a good start there. And I talked to Coach Bromfield. She said, hey, I just want to see improvement, and I want to see a win today from my ladies.
Well, she's getting that so far. They obviously got the message.
How about that message from Kaylee Darcy?
Darcy's a good player. She can finish inside. She can shoot it from the outside. She can finish with either hand. She's a key piece for the Marine Corps.
Turnover for the Navy here. The score 11-4, just underway. Game 3 of the day. 2024 Armed Forces Basketball Championships. It really is a marathon.
It is. It's certainly not a sprint.
Turnover.
And again, it's very important that the Marine Corps at least get shot attempts, have good offensive possessions to give themselves a chance in this game and not let this game get out of hand.
Nelm Shivers. That shot almost went in. Coach was really impressed with Nelm Shivers yesterday and inserted her today into the starting lineup.
Absolutely, and cheering her on. And it's paying dividends right there on the offensive glass.
Ali Tellez checks in here, and she's going to replace Shelby Lindsay in the lineup for the Marines. Shot on the way from Thomas. Rolls out of bounds. This Marine squad, Joel, lost 73-34 yesterday to Air Force. Darcy, 12 points in that game. Tough day. Ashley Leachman got hurt for the Marines, and she is not in the lineup right now for the USMC as that shot won't go.
Right. Hopefully the Marine Corps can get back to the way they played in their opening game in the first half against Army. They were very competitive. They were confident. They played well.
Darcy off iron. Deficit still at 7 for the Marines. Maybe trying to extend it here. Wood can't connect. And now the Marines running the floor. Darcy, coast to coast, lays it up and in.
With that left hand I was talking about, good for her on the fast break, evading the defenders and finishing with the left.
And a turnover, so Navy, after a hot start, slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, both teams come in 0-2, desperate for a win here. So we'll see who prevails.
Erica Tallman going to come out for Navy. Now it's Kaylee Springer into the lineup. Springer, a lieutenant junior grade from Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune. Down low, Brianna Allen on the foul.
Navy's playing zone. Darcy was at the high post, and she caught the ball. Her first look was the high-low action to Brianna Allen, looking to establish herself inside.
Springer with the foul. And that goes right through the hands of Darcy. Now Kira Wood, one person to beat, and she's going to lay it up and in. She's got 8 points.
She's off to a very fast start. I expect her to have a big game today. But again, the Marine Corps has to take care of the basketball.
Darcy's layup off the mark, and that's going to go out of bounds. And Navy will get the basketball here with 5:07 left to play here in quarter number 1. They lead by 7 points.
The Marine Corps extending its pressure into a 1-2-1-1.
Springer. Navy did a nice job breaking the press.
They handled it well. In a press, as the ball advances, your defense has to retreat. You can't give up easy buckets.
And how about Kaylee Springer? She's doing it on both ends, Joel. Takes the charge.
And again, another turnover by the USMC, but a play by Navy. Plays that don't show up in the box score. Charges, the hustle plays. Good job by her.
Veronica French back in the lineup for the Marines. And the Navy successfully breaks the press again, this time trying to go low for Springer, and it's intercepted. French 1-on-2, and she wisely pulls it out, but she's going to throw it into the backcourt. And maybe they're going to say it was last touched by Henderson, so no violation. French for 3, yes!
Great shot by French, ready to shoot in the corner, catch and shoot, shot ready. Big bucket, the Marine Corps needed that.
Navy's lead down to 6. Henderson dribbled it, and it goes out of bounds.
French was also in on that play. Great help defense by her, forcing the ball out of bounds.
And French.
5-out set, and she just took it down the rack.
Some gnats invading our broadcast position. We're doing our best over here. Henderson for 3. No. She tries to track down a rebound, and Kaylee Springer gets tied up. But no call. Henderson on the perimeter, guarded by Jefferson. Springer. Shot clock winds at 6. Henderson up off the glass, can't get it to go. And it's the Marines out with the rebound. They're on attack. They got numbers, 3-on-2. Darcy, baseline, off the glass.
Great move, under control and poised by Darcy. Didn't have the initial three-point shot. Drove the baseline and converted on the layup.
Don't look now. Marines charging in. Trail by 2. Navy started out this game on a 9-2 run, but the Marines have closed the gap, Joel, to a 2-point deficit. It's 15-13. Kaylee Darcy with 6 points, 5 points for Veronica French. Kira Wood has 8 for Navy. As we expected, a competitive game, and the shot for Navy ends up off the hands of Myers, and it'll be Marine Corps basketball.
Yeah, early on, as you stated, the key players for both teams are certainly doing their parts. French and Darcy on the part of the Marines, Wood for the Navy.
Deja Fletcher will bring the ball up court for the USMC. Those are some slick unis. I like them. Darcy from the free throw line. And that's a good sign if you're Chris Madden.
Absolutely, and Darcy is showing her offensive ability to score from various levels, inside, mid-range, and she's also capable of hitting the three.
This game is tied. Darcy tried to poke check it away.
She's making her mark in the game right now, getting hands on balls defensively. She's obviously doing well offensively, so she's a key player right now for the Marines.
Islas missed the point-blank shot. And it's Thomas. Janae Wilson in the lineup for Navy. And a traveling violation for her.
Islas and Darcy corralled. Wilson there for the turnover.
Still tied up at 15. French, yes. Veronica French with her second trifecta of the evening, and she has 8 points.
She's come out determined early on, hitting a couple of huge outside shots. She's a veteran leader on this team.
Allen whistled for the foul. She punched that ball right out of Thomas's hand. But you talk about French, averaging 6 points a game, but she's a veteran of this all-Marine team.
Yes, it's her 4th year on the team. She's vocal. She leads by example. And Coach, wouldn't mind having a couple of Frenches on this team.
I think his quote was, "I wish I had 12 of her." That was his quote. You can see why.
Oh, she's on the floor.
She's very valuable. Always smiling. She boosts morale. She's very positive, and that's good to be around.
Thomas at the free throw line. Marines with their first lead of the game. They lead at 18-15 here. And the free throw on the way, rims in and out.
And you got to give credit to the Marines after last night's game and being down early here, the way they fought back and battled back to take the lead. Hopefully they can sustain it.
1 out of 2 on that trip for Thomas. She's got 3 points in the game, and she's going to come out and take a break here with 1:22 remaining in quarter number 1. So Chris Madden looks like he's trying something new here with Deja Fletcher handling the rock at the point position as that shot put up by Johnson won't go. But the trap and the Marines shock and awe there. Darcy, puts it back up, can't get it to go, and then a foul. And Brianna Allen was fouled. And will they say it was in the act of shooting? And it is going to be a shooting foul for Allen.
Great pass by Allen to Darcy. Unfortunately, she was unable to capitalize, but the Marines showing their size on the interior with Allen and Darcy crashing the offensive boards, and we'll see if Allen can capitalize here at the line.
First free throw goes down for Allen. My brother texting me in the middle of the game, trying to give me Raiders updates from Denver. And so a violation by Allen. So it's a 3-point lead here with just under a minute to play.
Again, the Marines forcing the issue here, extending the pressure. Navy does a good job reversing the ball and then advancing up the sideline, finding Allen on a draw and kick.
Danae Wilson for 3. Taken down by Jefferson, and that ball's going to go out of bounds. but it will stay with the Marines. Good ball movement here for the Marines, and a running floater in the lane for Jefferson won't go, and hopefully she's okay.
Yeah, hopefully she is. And even though that shot did not go down, those are the types of possessions the Marines hope that they have. Multiple passes, ball movement, create good shots, as opposed to turning the ball over.
So Jefferson going to come out of the ball game here. And a Navy takes quick advantage with the football pass. And a shot from Wood won't go. Rebound Darcy. And the Marines will try to set up a half-court look here. French wanted the shot, tried to go in, but she threw it right into a triple team.
Yeah, fortunately, they get the ball back. They'll go baseline underneath right here.
And that will end the first quarter. An entertaining one here at the Smith Fitness Center. Marines lead by 3.
This time, told him let him run it. This time, I'ma let him know I'm on it. Can't find love, yeah, I'm on it. Yeah, I'm on it. Yeah, I'm on it. I can't take no breaks. Every game, I'm never going in my A. Putting numbers on the board when I play. Lift the trophy in the air, I can't wait. This time, I'm all in. I'm all in. This time I'm all in.
Kelly Darcy and Veronica French of the Marines with 8 points in that first quarter, and they have a 3-point lead over the Navy. Kira Wood, 8 points, the leading scorer for Navy in this one. Two teams looking for their first win of this 2024 Armed Forces Basketball Championships. Dan Hawkins, Joel Hines, our great second audio-visual squadron crew, bringing you all the sights and sounds this week from Fort Moore, Georgia. So glad to be here on an NFL Sunday. We hope you got us on the 4-box on YouTube or wherever you might be watching us on Facebook. But happy to be here, courtesy of Armed Forces Sports. Kaylee Darcy in the paint, turnaround, and she's going to get called for a traveling violation.
That's unfortunate. Darcy and French really put the team on their back in that first quarter. So, you know, the Marines need to sustain that level of play in order to come out with the victory today.
A little full court pressure here. Danae Wilson launches a 3, and Darcy is all over the place. Another rebound.
She is. She really has a knack for the basketball. And when she does get the rebound, she has the ability to bring the ball up the floor.
And a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Navy's Angel Keys. She's a petty officer, 3rd class out of Joint Reserve Base, New Orleans. It's going to be her first foul.
One thing to watch for here with the Marines, especially with Allen and Darcy, the lack of depth among the post players. So we'll see how their conditioning holds up for the rest of the game.
Two makes there for Allen. And it's a 5-point lead now for the Marines, their largest lead. The double team, and maybe able to escape that pressure. Tellez commits the foul.
Yeah, that was a cheap foul. You know, Wood got past her and she, reached in. But again, the Marines are very deliberate right now in their pressure, getting traps where they want to. But Navy's doing a good job of beating the pressure at times.
Ariel Thomas up off the glass. Follows, and this time does not miss.
Good work inside by Thomas, following her own miss and capitalizing for the second chance opportunity.
Allen wanted the three. Shelby Lindsay will take the three. Now it's French. She's going to pull back out. Darcy, long range, no. And Nelm Shivers finally corrals a defensive rebound for Navy.
Long shots, long rebounds, and the Marines had a couple of opportunities there on offensive rebounds, just couldn't drain the shot.
Nelm Shivers for three. Rebound taken down by French. Man D here for Navy.
Good job by French coming into half court, getting her team in their 5-out motion, getting them organized, getting them settled.
Darcy could not get it up, and she's going to get fouled.
Darcy is extremely active here in the opening part of the game.
Darcy at the free throw line. She's a first lieutenant out of White Plains, New York. She's averaging 17 points a game in this tournament, 12 points last night. And a pretty good free throw shooter as well. And she makes the first.
Dan, I really like her game. I've gotten a chance to see her play a little bit, and I came away very, very impressed, and the results show.
$10 points for Darcy. She's accounted for nearly 50% of the Marine offense in this one. 7:47 to play and counting, second quarter. Nice pass.
Got to communicate on defense. Screens, cuts. Can't afford to give up easy buckets like that down low.
Nelm Shivers with the basket for Navy. Lead down to 3, and Darcy puts it back to 6 with the 3 bomb. She has 13 points in this first half.
And great job by Veronica French in the draw and kick. And of course, Darcy showing her ability to score at 3 levels by draining the 3.
Coach Madden is animated on that sideline today.
Coach Madden is imploring his team to win. He's very intense. He expects and demands the best out of his team. And right now, they're having a pretty good showing.
Angela Myers returns to the Navy lineup. She'll replace Wood. Scoop shot for Myers. That one won't go.
And again, this is impressive by the Marines without their starting point guard, Ashley Leishman, to have a 6-point lead late in the first half. Again, after yesterday's game, this is a great improvement.
Coach Madden told me before the game that yesterday's loss was uncharacteristic of his team, and he was not happy. And so right now, the Marines trying to make up for that, but Navy and Ariel Thomas trying to do their best to get the win as well, but it's a turnover for Navy. Frida Brumfield knows that every game is tough here, but she's just wanting to see that constant improvement from her team, and both teams here playing well in this first half.
Absolutely, and Coach Broomfield, with her basketball resume, she as well expects and demands the best out of her team.
Darcy lost the basketball, and Danae Wilson lays it up, but she missed the point-blank layup. And those are the kinds of shots that come back to haunt you later.
Absolutely, but very fortunate for the Marines that that turnover wasn't costly, but they need to take care of the basketball.
Shelby Lindsay and Coach Madden called timeout from the bench while she was on the ground, so the timeout was granted. We'll take it as well. 6:12 to play here in quarter number 2. Marines by 6. (26-20) the score. Marines on top of Navy. Game number 3 of the day here.
The Marines have 6 players on the floor right now.
We all want to play.
Absolutely.
Keshana Johnson steps off for the Marines. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. I don't know if you can get away with 6, though. Today Wilson flips it up top for Angela Myers. Wilson has not been afraid to fire away here in this first half. The ball almost poked away, and it is. Great job by Ariel Thomas. She's playing a really good game today for Navy.
She is. We'll move on to the next thing.
Nelm Shivers. Red clock is under 10. Thomas takes the shot. And now Darcy is on a lone island here against 3 Naval sailors.
A great job by Darcy, not having the numbers 1-on-3. She retreats.
NBA 3 there, and I think she got caught up with her coach as Nelm Shivers gets the basket, but I think she got confused.
Absolutely. I thought she heard to shoot the basketball, resulting in a 30-foot three-point shot, which was an air ball.
She did the good Marine thing. You just listen. French with the missed shot. Four-point lead for the Marines. Navy creeping closer. Shot on the way. No. Lindsay with the rebound. Darcy. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Darcy, who did not agree with the call. Great positioning by Angel Keiths.
Absolutely. Great help defense to stand there and take the charge right in the numbers. Darcy's very active right now. But she's a little out of control right there.
So Navy keeps the deficit at 4 here.
The Marines back in their 1-2-1-1, and again, Navy just passes over the top.
Erica Tallman back into the game, as well as Ariana Henderson for Navy.
Navy switches their defense here, going to a man-to-man after playing zone for much of the game.
Thomas almost got a steal. It's going to go off the hands of Johnson.
You know, Dan, sometimes the game just comes down to fundamentals: passing, catching, being strong with the ball, being poised, under control, not being, in a hurry, not playing too fast.
Keith finds Tallman, but great defense by Johnson. And they'll say last touch by the Marines, but she stopped a sure bucket right there.
She did. That was a great look from Keith. She got the ball at the high post, and her immediate look was down low for the high-low action. Deflected out of bounds, so they'll get another shot.
.320 and counting here in quarter number 2. Still a 4-point lead for the USMC. Shot clock down to 2. And just beating the shot clock. And a whistle. And it looks like they called a foul. So the Navy whistled for a foul. That was on Myers, her second. Good hands by Angel Keith. Henderson lays it up and in. Great job by that Navy D.
Again, another turnover by the Marines, leading to 2 points by the Navy. Got to be strong with the ball right now if you're the USMC to maintain this lead that you've built in the first half.
The lead is now 2. Navy playing some great D to get back in this. Tellez for 3. How about Ali Tellez?
That was a big-time shot. Great find by Darcy.
And Henderson can't hold on. And it's a turnover, but going back to that 3 by Tellez, I'm sure Chris Madden would love to see some other folks get involved offensively.
Absolutely. If the Marines can get contributions from other players outside of French, Darcy, and Allen, that would bode well for them for the rest of the game.
Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Shot on the way. And a dive for the loose ball. And it's going to be Navy basketball.
The Marines aren't shy from, about pulling the trigger from the outside.
Let's take a look at that last play again. And it was last touched by Tellez.
She has a knack for the ball. You'll see her do a lot of the dirty work, loose balls, getting there, mixing it up. Very physical player. And with the ability to hit the outside shot as we saw a possession or two ago.
Henderson avoids trouble. Thomas with the shot. And they're going to say a foul on the floor. And that will keep the basketball on that end.
Yeah, they called an over the back against Brianna Allen, but from this angle, it looked like a great rebound.
See the official there talking with Marine head coach Chris Madden. He is pleading his case.
Absolutely. I don't think he agreed with the call as well.
Do they agree with any call?
You have a point, Dan.
We love you, coaches. We love you. That's 2 fouls on Allen. You want to keep her out of foul trouble.
You absolutely do. It is a must that Brianna Allen stay in this game and not get in foul trouble. She's too important for the success of the Marine Corps.
So she needs to be careful here, not pick up a cheapie before halftime. Myers drives baseline. French all over. Red clock is at 6. Henderson baseline. And French with the rebound. Up ahead in transition to Johnson.
That was a great defensive sequence by French. Contesting the shot, getting the rebound, leads to the break, and 2 points inside by Allen.
7 points now for Allen. Marines lead by 7.
Their 1-2-1-1 is starting to give Navy a little bit more trouble. Navy handled it well early in the game, but now the pressure is starting to get to them.
Shelby Lindsay with the rebound. And there's about a 2-second or so difference between shot and game clock here in the second quarter. And a traveling call.
And again, there, Dan, you want to do one thing at a time. Catch the ball, pause for poise, and then survey the defense and make your move. Like you said, the Marines probably could have, held that ball a little bit longer and ran some time off the clock with the lead heading to the half. And it results in another turnover.
Navy in the front court, and that ball knocked away out of bounds by the Marines.
Deflection by Darcy again all over the court on both ends. Very active in this first half.
Henderson in the paint, and that's going to go down with 2 seconds left. So Navy able to cut the lead to 5, and we are at the half. Kaylee Darcy with 13 points, and the Marines with that 5-point lead, Joel.
Good sign so far. Hopefully they can sustain it coming out of the break. We'll see what adjustments both teams make at halftime.
We'll be back in about 14 minutes with the recap of the first half and the second half as you look at the highlights from the first 20 minutes.
Bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Yeah, bet on me. I got that high hand. Tell them stop playing. Wait, whoa, whoa. God sent in the top 10, got me locked in. Wait, whoa, whoa. Shot clock with it non-stop, been timeless. Tell them pay attention, need a vibe bands. Going Kanye on a wild rant. Wait, pop. You know what it is, just throwing a dime, you doubling up. Whoa. You know the odds might get a little bad, but they gotta fumble it up. Yeah. Put in a prop, it's looking exotic. You know what side it is. You know what side it is. Hey, bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Me, bet it on me. Two player, 2K, somebody other than me. Yeah, you not a brother to me. Whoa, I'm only playing for keeps. Yeah, all of my dogs is outside with it, can't keep on a leash. Yeah, my word, Mona Lisa. Can't pay with a Visa. Walked in with a briefcase and pulled off in a Brinks truck. Bet it on me, your boy. They wanna sleep on a boy. I wanna seek and destroy it. Yeah, go put a parlay on a short thing on your boy. Bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Might as well go all in on me. Big does when I walk in, just bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Bet it all on me. Bet it all on me.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate, dominate. I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate, dominate. I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate. Dominate, 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 dominate. I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate, dominate. dominate, dominate. I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
5-point lead for the Marines as we get ready to start quarter number 3. Dan Hawkins, Joel Hines, so glad you could join us at the Smith Fitness Center on this late Sunday afternoon, day 3 of this 2024 Armed Forces Basketball Championships. And Joel, Navy had a 9-2 lead to start the game. The Marines battled back. Navy, though, got a nice job at the tail end of that second quarter. Instead of falling behind by 9, they've cut it down to a 5-point lead. And what do you expect to see here in the second half?
One, I expect Wood to have a big second half. She starts off there with 2 points, but I expect it to be a very competitive second half again. Both teams looking for their first win. They can both, smell it right now. It's a fairly even game. Like you said, the Marine Corps battling back after that 9-2 deficit initially.
Wood now in double figures for Navy. She's got 10 points. Brianna Allen leads the way, Kaylee Darcy, leads the way for the Marines. She has 13 points.
Marines forcing a turnover there. And hopefully they can capitalize on it, get some points off turnovers to continue to build their lead.
Allen has 7 points. You see her with the basketball right there. Shot on the way, and that is money for Aronisha Jefferson.
And that was a great play by Allen. She caught the ball at the high post. She was poised. She looked opposite of her teammates, got the assist, and a rhythm jump shot by Jefferson.
Tallman working against Allen, and she had that pass intercepted, and now a fight for the loose ball, and Nelm Shivers and Darcy shake hands. Just love the competitive spirit.
Absolutely, the competitive spirit, the mutual respect. These players are giving their all out here this week. Darcy continues to be in the middle of the action. We've called her name quite a lot this evening.
Oh, Nelm Shivers, she was smiling the whole way. Such a great opportunity for all the players here this week.
Absolutely. Come here, play basketball, represent your service, compete against your fellow compadres. Doesn't get any better than this.
Foul on the floor. Henderson is whistled. That's going to be her first. Team's first here this third quarter. And a traveling violation called on Brianna Allen.
Again, the Marines just have to remain settled. Don't be in a rush. You're in control of the game. You have a 6-point lead. Continue to build upon your lead. Play poised basketball.
Don't forget the Navy men. We had Coach Bonner on with us during the last game. They'll be in action against the Marines after this one. Nelm Shivers underneath. She got her shot blocked from behind by Allen. Angela Myers, though, able to corral the basketball. And a foul. And hopefully Nelm Shivers is okay. She fell a little awkwardly, but
the Marines are very active on defense right now. It's not their 1-2, 1-1 pressure, their half-court pressure they're exhibiting.
Veronica French picks up foul number 1. Still a 6-point lead for the Marines. Maybe trying to work the ball inside. And a tie-up and a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to stay with Navy.
The Marines are making a concerted effort to be very active defensively right now.
Wood gets it in. 5 on the red clock. They got to hurry here. Myers will put it up. Yes.
Myers is the wily old vet, former first-team All-Patriot League at the Naval Academy.
She was a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year in the Patriot League. Keep that in mind.
That's big time.
That is big time.
To be Defensive Player of the Year in any Division I league is a heck of an accomplishment.
Myers, a lieutenant commander in the U.S. Navy Reserve. Up ahead, Henderson gets the ball knocked out of bounds.
Even though they didn't convert, great find by Wood, looking up and finding the rim runner.
Almost 3 minutes gone by here in this second half. Both of these teams fighting to get into the win column here in Georgia. Lindsay fell on it, finds her teammate, and French takes the shot and drew the foul. And you talked about wily old vet. Well, French, same thing.
Absolutely. Took that tough contested shot over there, got bailed out by the foul call. Let's see if she can convert here at the free throw line.
French had 2 triples, 8 points in that first half.
She's very capable of hitting the outside shot.
Let's watch the veteran move right here, and you see it.
Yeah.
Look at the reaction by Nelm Shivers. I think I'm enjoying it because you can just see Nelm Shivers just loves playing basketball. That's awesome.
Absolutely. It's a joy to watch people having fun playing basketball and enjoying the game as they are.
A little pressure here from the Marines.
They are dedicated to the 1-2-1-1 they've imported for the majority of the game.
Kira Wood. And Johnson draws the foul. And Kira Wood gets whistled for the foul. Coach Brumfield coaching him up over there.
Absolutely. She doesn't stop either. She expects the very best from her team.
Darcy, yes. 15 now in the game for her.
Absolutely. She's having a monster offensive game. Navy does a great job advancing the ball against this press. The pass over the top, diagonal pass. The Marines have to retreat as the line of ball advances.
7-point advantage for the Marines. 37-30 to score. Henderson into the paint. Thomas almost got that one to go down.
She did, but it's going to be tough with Brianna Allen and Darcy in there. They're long, they have length, they defend, they contest shots.
You know what? I want to commend you. You were talking while you were trying to find that basketball. That was impressive stuff.
You know, again, Dan, I've had a great coach. I want to appreciate you for, and the rest of the crew for giving me this opportunity. It's been a lot of fun.
With moves like that, you can stay, my friend.
I appreciate you, Dan.
Navy keeps the basketball after that great play from Henderson.
Navy loves that play coming out of sideline, out of bounds. Wood takes it out, and they'll pass it to the top, and they'll get her in a double screen on the opposite side.
Went right through the hands of Navy, though, on that possession. Shelby Lindsay working against Wood. Found Johnson in the corner. Johnson goes into the paint. Nice pass down low for Lindsay, and a foul. What a find.
Absolutely. Now, that was great basketball by the Marines. Lindsay didn't have the initial shot, reverse pivot. She found Johnson in the left corner. Johnson then drove and found her teammate again. So when you give it up, sometimes you'll get it back.
That is 3 fouls on Myers as first free throw misses. Take a look.
Absolutely. Lindsay battling on the inside. Again, long and lengthy front line of the Marines. Lindsay, Darcy, Allen.
That's the first point of the game for Shelby Lindsay. She's been averaging 5 points a game. 1 out of 2 on that trip. It's an 8-point lead for the USMC. Henderson gives it to Wood. 3-ball on the way, no. The Navy getting the long rebound. Marines back in the front court. And good D by Myers, and now Navy with an opportunity. Wood wants that 3 again. Way off the mark, but underneath Angel Keith got a shot block. Nice job defensively by the Marines. And a foul call on Ariel Thomas.
Both teams have to collect themselves right here. Play under control, poise.
That foul is on Thomas. That's going to be her first. That's going to push Keyshauna Johnson to the free throw line. See her there. She's a staff sergeant at Naval Air Station, Oceana, Virginia. Gulfport, Mississippi native. Coach said, very valuable 6th person off the bench.
Yeah, it's important to have a key player come off the bench when you want to give your starters a spell that can keep up the offense and defensive momentum, for your team.
Gets her first point of the game. Marines with their largest lead of the game, 9 points.
Absolutely, they're playing well right now. Reach in by Allen there.
Allen now with 3 fouls in the game. That's just the second team foul here. 4:32 to play in quarter number 3 as Thomas at the free throw line delivers. 6 points now in the game.
Again, Allen got caught with the reach in there. Didn't slide her feet to get in front of the offensive player, and that's what happens.
Little wild sequence there. Keith in transition, puts it up and in.
Again, points off turnovers. In order for the Marines to continue to stay in the lead and have a chance to win this game, they have to be strong with the basketball and not have any unforced errors.
Veronica French. And it's Myers down with the rebound, and now a one-on-one here. Henderson, and she's going to win that one. She's got 6. And don't look now. 4-point lead for the Marines.
And although that wasn't a turnover, it was a long shot that led to a long rebound and a leak out in a fast break on the part of Navy. So good shots are imperative as well as taking care of the basketball.
And that bucket will end a 5-0 run.
You have a charge going the other way.
And so that will not end the 5-0 run. Johnson, let's take a look. So Navy doing some work here. Henderson in and out. Lindsay got some hops.
It's important for the Marines to have a solid possession right here. Make sure they at least get a good shot to give themselves a chance.
Allen, too strong, but Lindsay there with the rebound. Finds her teammate Darcy on the baseline. Yes!
That was huge. Lindsay, although she only has 2 points, very active on both boards, offensively and defensively. Great kick out to her teammate Darcy, who nails the 3.
Allen with a big defensive play.
And again, the length on the part of the Marines are working their advantage right now. But again, have to take care of the basketball.
Thomas, a little frustrated, can't get it to go.
And what frustrated her, Brianna Allen's length. She extended herself, and Allen comes back to make the play on the fast break, finding her front court mate, Shelby Lindsay.
Lindsay with 4 points. 8-point lead for the Marines. So a 4-0 run here for the Marine Corps. Some subs coming in. Nelm Shivers and Danae Wilson going to come back into the lineup for Navy.
I like how Coach Madden is finding time in the game to give Allen spells. She's a little bit winded there. She gets a little breather on the bench.
Amaris Gonzalez out of Naval Air Station Pensacola checks into the game for the first time for Navy. It's her first appearance in the tournament.
And again, the same with Allen. French gets a breather. The veterans are on the bench right now.
Nice pass to Wilson, but her shot was blocked by Lindsay.
A very demonstrative block by Lindsay. Again, she's not doing much in the scoring column, but she's making an impact in other areas of the game. Rebounding, defensively, blocking shots.
Myers has that one stole away. Fletcher lays it up and in.
Great play by Jefferson, getting the steal and finding Fletcher for the open layup on the fast break.
Largest lead of the game for the Marines at 10. Danae Wilson for 3. Darcy with the rebound.
The Marines are finding the rhythm offensively and defensively here.
Henderson charged with the foul here with 1:23 left in the quarter. That's going to be her second. And that's the 5th team foul, so bonus time.
Absolutely. Good for the Marines. Hopefully Fletcher can capitalize here, extend the lead.
Makes the first one.
And again, with Allen and French on the bench and your reserves stepping up and being productive, it's a great sign for the Marines.
1 for 2 on that trip from Fletcher. Tie up on the ground, and the possession arrow is with the Marines.
I love the defensive activity, the hitting the boards. It's a good thing to see right now.
Marines just 6 of 12 in the game from the free throw line. But Fletcher will inbound here. Danae Wilson is all over Darcy defensively. Free ball, money for Shelby Lindsay.
And that was good offense by the Marines to pause for poise, reset, make sure they got something good in the half court, and they find a wide open shot in the corner by Shelby Lindsay.
Lindsay with the tournament high, 6 points in this one. And the Marines starting to stretch out this lead late in the third quarter.
And again, that's a good sign. I mentioned earlier, the first half against Army in their first game, they showed their potential, how well they can play. And it seems like they've regained that here this afternoon against Navy.
So the Brumfield gonna go a full 5 here when the next dead ball scenario happens. Myers at the free throw line. Lindsay working against Gonzalez. And a turnover. And now a new starting five will come in for Navy.
Wholesale substitutions, huh, Dan?
Yeah. Dominique White in for the Marines, the first time in the game. She's a sergeant out of Camp Pendleton, California. April Kane Toledo in for Navy for the first time as well in the game.
The Marines operating close to the sideline, which again serves as another defender.
That's my new in the book of Joel. Another defender.
Defensively, the sideline can, serve as your friend. You want to kind of funnel the offense, away from the middle to the sideline, and you see what happens there. Sometimes it results in a turnover.
Shot clock is off here. Marines can get the final shot. French, though, going to go to the rack. And it's going to be an offensive foul. So Navy does their job.
They do. And again, the Marines just have to, maintain their poise, play under control, sometimes have the ability to turn down something that's not the best shot to get better opportunities for themselves.
Yeah, Navy promptly turned it over, so the Marines will get another crack at it here with 6.2 seconds left here in the half. Long three. Won't go. And the clock is going to expire on this third quarter. However, the Marines have stretched it out. They lead by 13 as we head to the final 10.
Hey, I'm going out of legend. When you hear my name, you gon' respect it, cause I did it every time that I said it. Boy, I'm going out of legend. I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it. They can't overlook the way we made it happen, so I'm going out of legend. That's why I'm going out of legend. Yeah, I'm going out of legend. Hey, yo, homie, if I don't get a blue face.
Start of the fourth quarter here at the Smith Fitness Center. Dan Hawkins, Joel Hines, the Marines leading Navy by 13. Game number 3 of 4 here today on this third day of the 2024 Armed Forces Basketball Championships. Happy to be here with you along with the second audio-visual squadron courtesy of Armed Forces Sports. And Joel, interesting game. The Marines kind of let the Navy hang around a little bit after the Navy had gotten out to a quick start. Marines then got the lead, and then Navy creeped closer, and now the Marines have stretched it back out.
The Marines are warrior athletes. They are resilient, and they showed as much battling back for that 9-2 deficit and stretching it into now what's a 15-point lead from that shot from Jefferson.
And
again there on the made
Navy in business. Yeah.
Navy, leaking out in the made bucket. It's important that the Marines, maintain their good transition defense and not allow baskets off of made buckets.
So Myers at the free throw line. He has 4 points in the game.
The Marines have to know now they are in control of this game. The game is in their favor. They have the lead. They don't have to press in terms of offensively. Move the ball, good shots, be deliberate, execute. They should be fine.
Thomas gets whistled for the foul. It's going to be her second. Darcy goes into traffic, and it just won't go. Put back shot won't go for Tellez, and she hits the deck hard.
Tellez is tough. Navy was in a 3-2 zone there. The Marines got the offensive board out of the zone. Put back opportunity.
Tellez is going to come out. Darcy can't get that one to drop, and it's Henderson. Still within reach for Navy, though. Just a 12-point lead for the Marines. Got to get some offense. Henderson just doesn't fall. Jefferson signals the play for for the Marines. Shelby Lindsay active on the offensive glass.
Absolutely. She has a knack for the basketball. She's been on both offensive and defensive boards today.
Numbers for Navy, and that shot blocked from behind. Johnson just stuck her hand right up.
Yeah, good job by Johnson, being in the right place at the right time, being able to block that shot out of bounds.
Coach Bromfield wants to talk about it. 7:49 to play. 12-point lead for the Marines. Kira Wood to inbound for Navy out of the timeout. 51-39, Marines with the lead. 7:41 and counting here, and there's a bucket for Ebony Nelm Shivers.
Absolutely great offensive execution out of the timeout by Coach Broomfield and the Navy. They didn't get their initial option, worked it around, and ended up with a great shot.
Marines almost lost it. Great pass. And the turnaround shot from Johnson goes.
Johnson is a very capable shooter. She can be very aggressive offensively, as shown right there.
Last touched by the Marines. And Wood to inbound again.
Again, Wood inbounds, whether it's baseline or sideline, they often look for her off the screen from those out-of-bounds plays, as we see right there.
And Kira Wood with her third three-pointer of the game. She has 14 points, and Navy is within 9. 6:56 to play. Take the quick timeout. 9-point lead for the Marines. Dan Hawkins, Joel Hines, and Joel Marines seeing their lead slip away a little bit here. The Navy trying to make this a tight finish.
Absolutely. The Marines were up 13 coming into the fourth quarter. Now it's a single-digit game.
Shelby Lindsay trying to change that and a foul.
Shelby Lindsay's tough. She's tough. She doesn't mind, sticking her nose in there and, going for rebounds, loose balls. She does the dirty work.
Nelm Shivers picks up her second foul, and Lindsay at the free throw line. 1 for 2, and make it 2 for 3. Back to a double-digit lead for the Marines.
Look for the Marines on a made free throw to perhaps go back to their 1-2-1-1. Or a dead ball, because that ball went out of bounds.
The men's players filtering in. You can hear the basketballs on the other court.
Very much looking forward to that matchup.
Should be fun. Henderson pulls out Wood for 3. In and out.
Even though I was in and out, great look by Wood. Shot ready, stepped into it, shot it with confidence, just didn't go down for it.
French into the front court, full head of steam, and buries it.
Absolutely, like you said, full head of steam, but came to a jump stop, pulled up under control, and drained the mid-range bucket.
Henderson goes to the rack, and she's going to catch a foul.
French comes out of the game again, always smiling, always positive. One of the veteran leaders on this team.
Angel Keith for Navy, Ariana Henderson for Navy at the free throw line. Let's take a look.
Great help defense there by Allen, but unfortunately on the weak side, they called Johnson for the foul. No need to rush here for the Marines. Make sure you get a good shot, have a great possession, you control this game.
That shot is good for Darcy.
Good job by Allen. Drove hard to the basket, drove left, didn't have a shot, kicked it out. Good basketball, mid-range by Darcy.
With the steal, 21 points for Kaylee Darcy, and it's a 14-point lead for the Marines.
I love the intensity by the Marines right here. And again, you see Lindsay and Darcy on the floor going after loose balls, making sure they do the little things to keep the Marines with this 14-point lead.
Angel Keith comes back in, replaces Thomas.
The Marines are dedicated to this 1-2-1-1, and this is working for them right now.
Henderson, the former Georgia Bulldog. Shot won't go. Lindsay double teamed, and a nice steal from Wood. Shivers and a foul. Stops the clock with 5:13 to play.
Unfortunately, there after grabbing the rebound, Navy double-teamed Lindsay. She tried to dribble out of it, and ended up turning the ball over, putting Navy at the free throw line.
And that is 4 fouls for Shelby Lindsay. So Shivers at the free throw line. She gets that one to drop. She has 10 points.
Navy applying a little bit of a pressure here.
French gets triple teamed, and Coach Madden says, give me a timeout. To step aside.
I did not call to play, I came to dominate. Dominate, dominate. I did not call to play, I came to dominate. Dominate, dominate. I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate, dominate. I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate, 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 dominate. I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate, dominate.
12-point lead for the Marines as French kicks it out. Shot on the way, and it's good for Johnson, a three.
And again, great basketball play by French on the draw and the kick. Drove hard left to the elbow, made a decision to pass it to her open teammate on the left wing.
Kira Wood, three ball, yes!
And again, it's important to, on both ends, to get the ball in the middle of the paint, let the defense collapse, and you'll get some rhythmic open threes that your best shooters can step into and drain with confidence.
14 points, 4 triples for Kira Wood. This is fun.
It is, it is, it is. We knew Wood was going to play a big role here in the second half after spending some, a lengthy time on the bench in the first half.
12-point lead for the Marines, Navy with a chance to cut into it. Time running out, though. Oh! And a foul as Nelm Shivers Coach Bromfield asking her what she's doing.
Shivers said she was going for the ball, but in the process, she kind of got Lindsay in the headlock there.
Saw it again there. Veronica French kicks it out, this time to Allen.
Shot didn't go down, but again, great basketball and the draw and kick, creating a wide open shot for your players.
Navy breaking the press. And Angel Keith. Ten-point game.
Absolutely, and 3:41 is an eternity at the end of the game. The Marines have to ensure that they're strong with the basketball, not turning the ball over, getting good shots, executing their offense.
Working against Shivers was Darcy, and she goes to the rack. Lindsay, and a whistle.
Lindsay's going to need a couple of ice packs after this game. She's been everywhere. She was asking for a breather, and she gets it as she comes out of the game.
She's earned it.
She really has. She's done a lot of the dirty work for the Marines during this game.
Henderson up with it. Nice pass to Keith. Keith, Euro step and puts it in.
Yes, evading Brianna Allen's length, the step through, under control, and she finishes.
8-point game.
It is. 3-possession game here. Very important possession for the Marines here to maintain control of this game. It's in their favor. They have the lead.
Darcy got caught in the air, and going to be a shot clock violation.
And unfortunately, a turnover there that gives Navy a chance to kind of cut into this 8-point lead and make it a 2-possession game. I expect Kira Wood to be involved in this.
It's the Marines basketball.
1 second on the shot clock.
So they put a second back on the shot clock. And Darcy threw it up. That's all she could do.
Coach Broomfield imploring her team not to foul in that situation with just 1 second on the shot clock, knowing that the Marines would have to throw up a desperation heave.
That was a nice move from Henderson despite the shot not going down. She just found her way through the traffic.
Yes, that was a nice move again to evade the defense, but Brianna Allen is doing an excellent job showing herself help side. And out of bounds play here, watch for Wood to come. Well, they went for the first option.
Keith just missed getting that one in. Brianna Allen out with it for the Marines. Allen finds Darcy. French, though, right there.
Good job by French on the weak side glass. Big time bucket.
13 points for Veronica French. Marines lead by 10. Kira Wood and 1.
That's what she's capable of. Darcy closed out hard. Wood went right around her and pulled up. Again, she can shoot the three, hit the mid-range. She's a very savvy player.
That foul on Darcy, that's going to be her third. How about Kira Wood? 18 points.
And we saw this last night when Navy was down. You know, she tried to put the team on her back and make it a game. Here
Three on the way. Yes! Kira Wood. And it's a 5-point game with 1:42 to play. Hey, don't go anywhere. You might miss something.
Absolutely. Kira Wood is very active offensively. She's always in the mix. They play through her. She's the catalyst for this offense. Very good display of basketball on her part.
Making some cases to make some all-tourney teams.
Absolutely. Offensively, they have been the best two players for each of their respective teams. Navy here in full court press, trying to create a turnover to get the ball back, continue to cut in this lead.
Navy with some pressure. Wood almost stole it away. Darcy, though, comes out with it. Lindsay finds Johnson. Or excuse me, Jefferson.
Good job by Jefferson bringing the ball back out to the top. No need to rush here again. 5-point lead, minute and a half left. You're in control of the game, even though Navy's making a run right now.
A whistle in the paint. That's on Angel Keith. Time is on your side if you're the Marines.
It is, and the next foul by either team, either team is the bonus.
Shot clock was reset to 20. So more time can tick, tick, tick.
Absolutely. Great patience here by the Marines. Did something that you like.
Red clock at 3. And it's Ariana Henderson down with the rebound. Myers gets it up court quickly. Nelm Shivers can't get it to drop. And it's Allen with the rebound. We're at 46. And Nelm Shivers is going to pick up her fourth.
Shelby Lindsay going to the line here for the 1-and-1. Again, she's been all over the offense, the glass today. Knack for the basketball. She's a very big reason why the Marines are in the lead right now.
And the Florida native makes the first free throw. That's big. Another free throw would make it a 3-possession game.
And that would be huge. And she did a good job of converting both free throws.
And Coach Madden wants to take a timeout here. And we'll step aside. Marines lead by 7.
Bet it all on me, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me, yeah. Bet on me, I got that high hand, tell them stop playing, wait, whoa, whoa. God sent in the top 10, got me locked in, wait, whoa, whoa. Shot clock with it non-stop, been timeless, tell them pay attention, need a vibe, Vans going Kanye on a wild rant, wait, ha. You know what it is, just throwing a dime, you doubling up. Whoa, you know the odds might get a little bad, but they gotta fumble it up. Yeah. Put in a prop, it's looking exotic. You know what side it is. You know what side it is. Hey, bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it.
7-point lead for the Marines. Final 46 seconds of this game against Navy. Not over yet. And Kira Wood takes a shot, partially blocked. Keith trying to chase it down. And Navy starting to run out of time here. Veronica French trying to avoid the trap and a quick foul.
The Marines just have to knock down their free throws. It's going to be a game of fouls now. They're going to get to the line. Navy's trying to, lengthen the game. Important free throws by French right here.
Angel Keiths with 4 fouls. And misses the first. 13 points in the game for Veronica French. Milton, Florida native, and she drops in the second one. And a steal for the Marines. French, no. Wood comes out with it.
Again, I would have liked to have seen Major French be aware of time, scoring situation. You get the steal. You didn't necessarily need that shot, being up 8 in the game in the waning seconds. But I don't think it's going to hurt the Marines.
Missed shot. And with 7.3 seconds, Coach Madden wants a timeout. He just asked Veronica French, what was that? And that's probably to your point.
Yes, again, basketball IQ, time, score, situation. You're in control of the game. No need to get overzealous there. Just possess the basketball, run some time off the clock, and get out of here with the win.
This has been a high-scoring fourth quarter. 11 points here in the quarter for the Marines. Or, excuse me. Check that. 19 points. I'll get my math right. It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
How about that?
24 points, though, in this fourth quarter for Navy.
They battle back. There is no quit in Navy. We saw the same effort last night when they were down. And they've shown that here today, that resilience.
There's a 5-point game at the half. And Marines gonna dribble this one away. And the final score, an 8-point win for the Marine Corps. 21 points for Kaylee Darcy, 14 for Veronica French, 21 points for Kira Wood in a losing cause for the Navy. The Navy falls to 0-3. The Marines' first win of the tournament. They're now 1-2. That's going to wrap up our coverage. Don't forget, the men are coming up next as you look at some of the highlights. Kira Wood dropping in threes. But for Joel Hines and our audio-visual squadron crew from the 2nd out at Hill Air Force Base, I'm Dan Hawkins. See you in about 25 minutes.